we're going to start with Jeff just because it's kind of the big story. Everybody's worried about him being the leading receiver of the team and not being here this week. What's maybe your message to him? I know he's out for personal reasons and he's still part of the team, but what's sort of your message to him and what can you say about him?
It's an in-house issue. We'll handle it in-house. I'm not going to make a public comment about it. I'll say whatever I need to say to him off camera. So.
How important is he to this team?
Very important. All our guys are important. So we love the guys that are here and are going to move forward and get ready to win this football game.
Is there an expectation at all that he will be back?
No comment. I'm not talking about Jeff.
Are there challenges with just in general, with younger teams versus more experienced teams? Are there some challenges sometimes with maturity and explaining to guys sort of how to grow up and things like that? Or?
Well, I mean, I've said all year, I think, when it comes to young guys coming in and have high expectations, that expect to come in and play early, there's always a process of maturing and growing up, which takes place everywhere. I think when you have guys, you got to rely on young guys how to grow a lot faster for you. You got to just go through the process of trying to coach those guys up, encourage them. We got to have some tough dudes on this football team that kind of come to work every single day, and tune at the outside know it's just going to work.
Do you have to get the veterans to kind of reassure? Do you like if the veteran players reassure the young kids, the young former high school stars and stuff, that be patient, all that? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, like I've said from day one when we got here, I think we set the tone as coaches as far as the leadership standpoint, but in order for us to be a great football team, a championship football team, we have to be led from within. So the more veteran guys, even some younger guys who have a lot of experience, even some sophomore guys who can play well for us, can step up and be vocal leaders, the better off we'll be.
You mentioned the outside noise. How much don't people on the outside understand about your guys, about this team?
Everything.
I mean, how much don't they? I mean, they don't understand a lot, I'm guessing.
Hardly anything at all. I even things are going good. I think people make comments about, even from last year when everybody was loving the Canes and it was all positive stuff on media. I think it's an outside. On the outside looking in, I think it's hard to realize what these guys go through every single day. Most of them have never played high school football or college football, have never coached in park ball, elementary school, middle school, or high school, or definitely not college. So I think it's easy to kind of sit back and make some comments when things are not going well. But again, it's important for us to focus on the guys in this program and be positive. And we have been that. And I think it's harder for our players to sometimes to toot out the negative stuff from a media standpoint because they're always in front of their phones. I've said it before, I really don't care. Even if the stuff's going good and you're saying how great we are, or stuff's going bad, you're saying how bad we are. I'm going to still focus on my job and coach our guys up.
It's tough for them to tune it out, you said. It's tough for the kids to tune it out.
Yeah, even non-football players. I mean, everybody's a social media generation, so they're all on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it is. So, I mean, it's that type of world we live in.
Thomas, how many times are you able to even point out Nikosi's case sometimes? It's a kid who didn't play last year, has gone through some ups and downs, and now he seems to kind of be turning the corner. Can you sit and say, look at his journey and realize what he's gone through?
Yeah, some great examples. You mentioned Nikosi. We kind of talk about him all the time. I love the fact that he's endured some tough times and been able to overcome. And also, with him playing the quarterback spot, I've said it before, with going back to Malik, that it's tough in a high-profile environment to be the quarterback, especially when things aren't going great. He's done a really good job of tuning that stuff out. Him and Malik and all our quarterbacks really of staying close-knit together, not turning against each other, competing their butts off. But also talk about Travis Homer. I mean, Travis Homer has been our starter for the last 2 years, really a year and a half. But his first year he played only special teams and was an unselfish guy. We need more unselfish guys who are going to help the team in whatever way possible, and it's working out for him now.
As far as Pitt goes, last year, you guys came in undefeated and they started to ruin your season. It's kind of reversed a little bit the situation.
Yeah, I mean, but more importantly, in my opinion, is senior day. It's a chance to honor our guys, the last game in their home stadium. I've been there before as a player. I know how special it was to be able to go out with a victory. My senior season, so I'm committed to coaching my butt off for those guys and first football team and get a win. Last year. I know people still have some emotions about what happened last year, but it's a brand new team for us and them, brand new year.
What can you say about Cam's progress, just the way he's capitalized on the opportunities he's had the last couple of weeks and how he's delivered?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Another young guy that kind of came in with high expectations and wanted to come in and play from day one. And he did play for us in spurts, played as a special team, but the fact that he's been able to develop into an all-around tailback, I can trust him in every scenario, first, second, third down, and I know that he can get the job done. Has been huge for us.
How much has this changed from a coaching perspective, where nowadays with kids, maybe they're a little more sensitive to things, like they don't want to wait on the bench, or they don't have the patience or they fight with a coach more? How much has that maybe changed, you know, the sort of the emotions and all that you have to deal with as a coach?
I mean, me personally, I'm going to treat it the same way. Whether you want to come in to be sensitive or you come in as a tough individual, we got to do a good job as coaches of bringing in the guys that are obviously talented enough for this program, but obviously love Miami and are tough individuals. I think it's hard for you to be successful in the game of football and also in life if you're mentally and physically soft.
Have kids changed at all? Have you noticed a change? Maybe just because.
Well, I haven't been coaching that long. So.
Right, well, but I mean, from when you played, because you didn't play, you played a while ago, right?
Yeah.
I mean, have the attitudes changed of the kids at all?
I think it's a case-by-case basis. I think there's more exposure, not just because of the social media aspect of it. When I was in school, it was just Facebook only, and that was that one little world. But now it's everywhere. Your face is on the front page of newspapers. You're in front of the camera all the time. You're on, like I said, Twitter, Instagram, instant stories, all that type of stuff. So there's a lot more outside media attention than when I was in school. But again, I think the biggest thing is having tough guys who can come in and endure whatever scenario you put them through, but also having leadership on your football team for guys to be able to step up and command that everybody's held accountable and do it the right way.
Hey, Thompson, along those lines, what you just said, like, I don't know how far close your offense is from what you want, but like if you had to give them a grade on being accountable, on being leaders, on being what you want them to be, taking that business-like approach, not taking things personally, where would you sort of put that as of now for this group?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put a grade on. I think it's hard to kind of put a number grade or letter grade on that. But I think we definitely underperformed a lot this year. But I think we've played some young guys in different spots that are going to be great for us in the future. And we're going to move forward with the guys who are committed to this program, continue to recruit guys who can help us win football games and coach these guys up, get better in every aspect, and bring Miami where Miami should be.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Yeah.